Hey guys, how's it going? I have a video, Sirena here. I have a video uploading right now that I just shot outside. And I came in here and I was getting this. Let me see if I could pull it back in. As I was setting up, I've lost it. Oh yeah, it was about like superheroes, okay? Like X-Men, like superheroes. It's like this has come out before and it's coming out again. It's like going through life. All right, they're giving me like Superman, right? Clark Kent, and those of that, the mutants, right? Anything with mutants, or something like that, that has to go through life living their human life to be able to live here with other humans. You can't use your powers. So, who amongst you that I'm speaking to now resonates with that 111? Whoa, that's a trip, yo. Watch your ear holes. I'm going to ring this bell. Ready? I'm going to put it over my coffee. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Living without using your superpowers, because you are like an X-Men. Having to live like a mere mortal human, and you're not. And everything being thrown at you, right? Every human experience, having to experience it all. The good, the bad, the ugly. But mostly, God, you nasty fuckers. I love these dogs, but God, their fur is everywhere on everything. Oh. Anyway, I think I'd be better at keeping house. I'm living like the house was already a disaster mess, but I'm living in it still. And I'm not like that. It's just so, I don't want to deal with any of it. It's so embarrassing because I'm like, I don't normally live like a pig. And yet people are coming over and looking at the house and I'm like, oh God, I felt some type of way last night. Anyway, let's get out of that. But I just had to tell you, if you were to walk in here, you'd be like, oh my God, this chick is disgusting. She's filthy. And I'm really not. I'm really not. But how could I say that? And I'm 333 and I live in it. Then I felt some type of way because, a hot guy came over yesterday. Not that this young hot guy would have any, you know what I mean? I'm just embarrassing. Anyway, I was feeling some type of way. So, having to live like a mere human. Thank God, thank God that you you didn't use your powers for gain, for malicious intent, for any of that. Thank God you stayed true. I heard your true north. True north. What does that mean? Like your north node? You stayed to your true north. I don't know shit about I do not know shit about astrology and all that, right? But I do have written in my book from way back, from like 2016, I have it written down, North Node it said soul's purpose or whatever. I had written in pencil next to that. So if you have your birth chart, which I haven't read all of mine, only bits and pieces, but I'm always blown away by, like, wow. I don't know shit about it, but one thing I did notice, in my younger years on my journey, all of the maybe South Node things, or karma or whatever, is that what South Node is? I don't know. Comment that, let me know. But in this, I noticed it's like, I remember when I was like that in my birth chart. And then it said, you know, if I go through these things or in my later years, life will be like this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is how I am now. So your birth chart can tell you everything about yourself. That's crazy. And then that's just a generalized one. That's not even an in-depth. That one I got off of Cafe Astrology, I think. If you know the time of your birth, way better, right? So, to be in your North Node on your soul's purpose and journey, like, so, say your North Node is Virgo. What does that even mean? Like, I'm a Virgo sun. And it's like, Virgos are great people. And if not getting a grasp or a hold of oneself, well then, nitpicky, perfectionism, blah, 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 blah. They just want everyone to be, you know, a September Virgo like myself. My love language is, let me help you. Let me tell you, let me show you, let me help you, let me do this for you. Love language, right? And I'm a female, and I date men, or I used to date men anyway. Now I don't date anybody. Myself. Not like that. Shut it. But the unhealed, insecure, low self-esteem, well, it's all the same thing, isn't it? The lack of love somebody has within themselves cannot handle a female Virgo like that. They have to be secure within themselves. You know, we try to love, went back even when we didn't know, we didn't think we know what love was. We tried to love people, and they tried to love us back, but we didn't love ourselves. You can do everything in the world to show somebody in every single possible love language way, in every single way, but if they can't accept love, if they don't love themselves, they'll never feel loved by you no matter what you do. And this was part of our journey we had to learn. It was loving ourselves. That's when we have boundaries. That's when we can tell people, I'm sorry. I'm not dealing with that. What you used to deal with before, when you were in that lower vibration, when you had that low self-esteem, when you were lacking love within yourself, now that you're not doing that, you won't put up with things like you used to think of regular people. God, I wish I was like that person. I mean, they're just so, either you treat me this way or you do this, or you can pound sand, bitch, you know, like that. Not the, you know what I mean? The health, whatever. Stay true north. True north. You know, it's different. Like, you don't put yourself around people you really, but what about when it's family? And that's the hardest part. If your family, and I'm going to say toxic, when they take up your time and it's all toxic shit that you do with them, talking about other people and, you know, talking about this, talking about that. No. You don't want to be part of that. So what do? Do you tell your family? Then they're all going to hate you? Well, I mean, if that's the case, I mean, what do you do? At what point? Because no matter how you lay it out to them, they could take it wrong. Our boundaries are a huge thing right now. It's a huge thing for what we're stepping into. So whatever's coming up to be revealed, I'm hearing as we move through this soul or something. So we got to have these boundaries and watch ourselves in what we do, what we engage in. Do it. You don't want the universe to come in and remove these things from you, because you know how that happens. Sometimes they have to physically leave this earth plane. You don't want that to happen, do you? So do what you need to do to remove or limit. Or when you talk to them, just be like, I don't want it. Don't do this. And if they get upset, well, they're going to have to get upset, because you have work here to do. And this is what you're being called. This is the hardest part. You thought all of that was hard? Now you've coming into balance and you know these things, and now the other hard part is maybe all you have left is family. Your blood family. And they could be the most toxic motherfuckers there are. They don't understand you. They don't understand your journey, and that's fine. But they should have respect. Now listen, okay. If this is how you know who's for you and who isn't, regardless of who it is. This is just coming through 1212. If you are you're working on yourself, you're setting your boundaries, you're like, hey, I really got to get this, and this done, so I can't engage with you right now. I'll talk to you later, or we'll hang out later, or whatever, right? If they get upset, first of all, it shows you who they are and where they're at on their journey. But if they get upset that you're doing things that you need to do for yourself, and they get upset about that, enemy. Flesh and blood or not. You would think that how you are, a true person who's a true friend, who truly loves, would get it right away and go, oh yeah, do what you got to do. I'm so proud of you. We'll talk later. I don't want to interrupt you. You know them by their fruits, honey. You know them by their fruits. Right? I mean, come on. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty, man. When it's utter chaos, the ground opens up, it's utter chaos. There's floods, tsunamis, the ground opens up, fire's shooting out. When the world is cleansing itself, it'll all be different then, won't it? Are you going to be able to discern between helping somebody on the side of the road, even if it's a lady, acts like she's hurt, so you stop and then all these people jump out? Yeah, it's giving me that kind of vibe. You've got to use your discernment. You've got to know who to turn away, no matter how loving, and no matter that you're a healer, you're going to have to know the difference. This is the battleground. Stand your post, your discernment, and it's only your soul that's connected to the divine, to the Christ consciousness. You're going to have to discern. I'm getting people will use babies. People are going to use all kinds of things. Discernment. There's going to be those that want your help only to devour, take over, imprison, sounds like grape. You know what I mean? All of these things. There will come a time. Look at what happens in freaking California. Anytime anything goes on, they fucking riot. People. Those are the people. Fuck everything else. It's the other humans that are asleep. The agents, the NPCs, the ones that the devil's riding on their back and they don't even fucking know it. They're coming to get you. Get out of the concrete jungle, lest you be devoured by it. The good news is, I guess this is good news, the good news is most people want to stay in the matrix. There's a whole bunch of land out there, hidden away places. We need to find that. That's why we've been talking about this coming together. They go out 2 by 2, building our little village, our little community, out and away. We've got to start growing things now. We're going to need trees, fruit trees, lemons, oranges, things that take some time to grow. Those need to be planted now. Should have been planted yesteryear. Believe it or not, I tried telling one of my sons, I said, you know what would be a good idea? I said, start thinking now for what's coming. You see what's coming, right? You're into the Bible, right? It's all there. How are you going to believe some things and not other things? This is what I told my oldest son, my oldest child, period. Best be planning for that. What's important? Take my advice or not, but this is the best advice I can give you. Let's see if this Ring of Fire thing takes off from the mangas, from that Japanese lady or whatever. I mean, I watched that Stephen Burns, not all of his things, but they pop up so I can read the titles and the thumbnails and stuff and click on there for a moment or whatever, but I don't always watch the whole thing. I get what I need out of it, and then other than that, I don't understand it, and it doesn't matter. But what's happening in like the universe, in space with the sun and all this shit, and all the earthquakes that are happening, clusters and all around, and the volcanic eruptions. I mean, the end is nigh. True north boundaries. I don't know, guys. Look at it this way. Now we got to talk to the human and to the soul, right? So we have to say things in a human way that the soul will pick up as well. But so does the human. Now, because you've stayed true north, right? Your spiritual soul's thing. You stayed true north, and you haven't done all those things. When the time has come, your gifts, your abilities, your powers, your whatever, will be on fleek. Whatever fleek. I know I said fleek, but I mean, talk about ramped up. Talk about miracles. Talk about power. See, the soul isn't about power, but this is the words we have to use to speak to the human. Piques their interest or whatever, but you guys know what I mean. Because you don't look at it that way. Only those who are still unawakened to whatever. It wears me out talking like that. I just want to talk to the fucking souls that get it and not anything other than that. That's what I'm working through. So maybe I just need to speak that. They're showing me like Jesus. Speak that, and those who get it, get it. Those who don't. Don't try to explain anything. That's what I'm working on, and I'm not doing a very good job of it, have been shown right now thus far. But awareness is key, right? Then there's that. Right? So, I'm gonna I'm gonna go for now. Oh, how I love you guys. And oh, how I wish you well. So very well. May you have everything that your little heart desires. I know what my heart desires: helping the world, helping women and children, because that's the future. The children, but they have to be shown properly. So who is the watchers of the new angels born? Have you ever looked at it like that? The way showers. Who's the sages, the teachers, the crones? To show, lead the way for what the new earth is. For these beings that are in these little humans right now. These little humans. I don't know how their little tiny human can contain such greatness, gracefulness. God and goddess type energy. Don't get hung up 22 on God, to lowercase g and lowercase d, and if you call God a he or a she, then you're exactly talking to that, a he, which would be of I was going to say flesh and bone, but of a human, or not a human, but of a thing walking around, because there's the source, which is everything, light, energy, everything itself. And then there's things that name themselves gods. Better than, power struggle, greed. That's not the source of all. That's not the one. That's not love and light itself. That's just exactly that, a he. You know if you know. I love you guys. Namaste. Work on your boundaries. Following your true north. Where it's at. Deuces.